analysis financial condition result operation of this annual report and the financial information about our business, including certain regulators' financial impact disclosure. The U.S. regulation, the U.S. regulatory framework, U.S. reporting company are subject to the U.S. funder securities law, state securities law, corporate law, establishment law, and regulations, rule of the regulations. Certain U.S. regulators, self-regulators organizations such as SEC or NYSE in the particular subject to various securities compliance corporate governance disclosure rules adopted by the SEC. We also subject various other U.S. funder and state law, including those affecting corporate government and disclosures such as Securities Act 1933, Securities Exchange Act 1934, Exchange Act, Dodd-Frank, Wall Street, Sarbanes-Oxley, 2002, and the USA Patriot Act 2001. As a New York Stock Exchange NYSE listed company, we are also subject to NYSE listing and disclosure requirement. As a global investment management organization, certain subsidiaries are also to the rule of the regulation. Various U.S. regulator and self-regulators organizations, including the SEC, FINRA, and U.S. Commodity Futures Trading Commissions, U.S. Commodity Futures Trading Commissions, CFTC, Commodity Futures Trading Commission, CFTC, the National Futures Association, the U.S. Department of Justice, the U.S. Department of Labor, USDT. Our non-U.S. operation also may be subject to regulation by the U.S. regulators, by the SEC, CFTC, Commodity Future Trade, so on. By the U.S. regulator, DOJ, for example, with respect to the FCPA. So certain of our subsidiaries are registered with SEC under the Advisor Act, CFTC. Many of funds registered with SEC under the investment company. These registration license authorizations impose numbers of obligations as well as detailed operations requirements on such a subsidiary fund. The Advisor Act imposes a number of obligations to our registered investment advisor subsidiary, including record keeping, operating, and marketing requirement, disclosure obligation, prohibitions against fraudulent activities, Investment Company Act, impose similar obligation, registered investment company advised by the subsidiary. The U.S. regulatory reform of the year, U.S. federal corporate government and subsidiary, securities law have been arguments substantially and made significantly more complex. Various registrations, and we continue to address legal regulators requirement. The focus meeting in expand the requirement. We may need to expand a substantial amount of additional time, cost, and resource. Regulatory reform may add further complexity to our business, and operation could require to us alter investment in management service. So on could be costly our growth adversely and impact AUM, revenue, income. Certain key regulatory reform is U.S. that impact relate our business and may cost continuous costs, including additional obligation, including sustainable investment and ESG, sustainable investment, ESG have been the focus of increased regulators scrutiny across the jurisdiction, globally, international sustainably. Stand broad and applicable disclosure standard impact how national regulators in the U.S. and the SEC proposed rule require public issue provide so on increase focus. Okay. 好复杂。So, Financial Stability Oversight Council identify respond to the threat to the U.S. financial stability, similar U.S. or other member. G20 group have empowerment of financial stability, FSB, to identify and respond, coordinate manners, trade globally financial stabilities. FSOC designate certain non-bank financial companies systemically important financial institutions subject to supervision, regulation, Board of Government, Federal Reserve System. The government of the Federal Reserve System, FSB, may design certain non-bank financial company, global systemically important financial institution, GISF, FSOC, FSB, as well as other global regulators consider what trade U.S. and global financial stabilities arise from asset management company or fund they sponsor and management. Such trade can be mitigated tracing such entities, SIFI, GSIFI, and subject them to addition. So to the extent our fund designated as the SIFI and GSIFI, such as designations, add the additional supervisions, monitor, regulation, without increasing scrutiny, oversight, impact on business, so on. And EU and other countries have adopted and implement other process adoption and implementing similar additional requirements. Some risk of mutual recognitions may not achieve between the various regulators, which may cause us incur duplicate regulation, transaction costs, so on. Money market funds regulate structure government. U.S. money market was previously reformed, addressed, so on. Oh, very complicated. Oh my God. The Franklin Templeton